Well, today we're going to get straight to the point. We're talking about black man mental health.
Who are we? But see, okay.
Yeah.
My man is ready out here, yo. Listen, we three brothers, no filter.
Three brothers, no filter.
Three brothers, no filter. Y'all have heard us come on. This is what, our third episode, third week, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
For three.
And we're going to get to the point, guys. Black men are expected to be everything but human. They're expected to be strong, but not to feel, provide, but not to break, lead, but don't need no help. And we wonder why they're going through so many things and they suffering in silence. So today we're going to talk about black man mental health. And this conversation has not been had as much as it should. It's actually missing. And the weight that these black men are going through, man, it's heavier than you can expect. So this is Three Brothers No Filter. We about to take it on for the top. And you know who I'm finna throw the audio hoop to?
Let's get it.
Jeff, you
Let's
know
get
number one.
Yeah. Okay. So again, y'all, Three Brothers No Filter. We're talking about black men in mental health. And the reason why this conversation is so near and dear to me is because it's some things with the mental health game that I was going through for a little bit. I told y'all little as 2 weeks ago, your boy was feeling it. And the part of the mental health portion was being a man and always having to perform. You know what I mean? You have to be at the top of your game all the time, but nobody is expected to see you get lower than the top of your game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then also that believing, having that person believe in you. What I had to realize is with this black man and mental health part is that a big portion of what goes on with black men is we have to learn how to believe in ourselves. We look for the support of others.
Whoa.
Because when you look at that trauma that we dealt with, even when you look at the racial part of it, you know, we always had to prove something to somebody, but we never proved our worthiness to ourselves.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's a whole mental trauma with this. So I'm really learning how to just prove it to myself and also say to myself, Jeff, it's okay if you're not at the top of your game. Strive to always be there, right? Strive to always be there. But it's okay if you're not at the top because you can give your 100%. You know what I mean? You can give what you think is your 100%, but somebody might only take 50 out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you give the best that you could give to it and you move forward with it, you've done the best that you can.
Well, the first thing I want to say,
Talk to him.
not to cut my brother
No,
off,
go cook, bro.
what
Cook.
is mental health?
Man,
What?
There you go.
Thank you.
Let's talk
That's
about
where I
that for
was
the
going.
people. What is
That's
mental
man,
health?
Talk about
What
it.
is mental health?
Yeah, what is mental health?
I think it's learning how to break down your emotions,
Okay.
and unpack them,
Okay.
and try to get your trauma try to organize your thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not just clean your room, clean your head. You know what I mean? And have a safe place to get all of that out. And a lot
I
of
agree.
black men to one of those places supposed to be therapy. But you know, one of the barriers with that is therapy is really a white sport. You don't really see many of us in there. And then when
You are
go
correct.
in there, they suited up. They don't look like us. They look like the oppressor.
Mm.
And you don't realize
Hey.
that some people have, through their bloodline, they suffer from something their grandfathers
That's it.
went through. And they don't know why they feel so small in that room and he feel like he's being judged and it just don't feel safe. And even if you find a brother to go to therapy with, that's just, I don't recognize him either. He
Yeah.
wasn't there. I
Exactly.
need somebody to talk to that been through what I've been through.
Yeah.
Like I can't just talk to these strangers and unpack my emotions when I was already told. Man, bottle it up and don't let it out.
Exactly.
Can't go
Yeah.
to my girl.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to protect her.
Yeah.
And she's gonna utilize it against me later.
Dude.
Oh man. Oh man. You hitting.
Go ahead, brother.
You hitting some nerves for some people out
Some
there,
nerves.
man.
Hey, man,
And
go ahead.
I want to say this too. When it comes to mental health, bro, I didn't know what the heck mental health was.
Okay.
I heard that term like 2 or 3 years ago. My wife was like what's your mental health like? I'm like, what is that? What the heck is mental health? Because you know, like, man, we in a new world. They got words for everything.
They really
and there's
do.
all this stuff that's coming up, and I'm like, man, what the heck is mental health? But when it comes to black men having mental health, I think there's a real association with emotional intelligence.
Ooh.
How one like the self-awareness part, and then understanding how to control your emotions.
Give me
Bro,
some.
you see what I'm saying? So
Yes,
like
sir.
check this out. And,
Yeah.
and I'm learning like as we speak, I'm learning this. I'm going through this because, I told y'all, man, I've been sleeping in my car at 19. I've been homeless a whole lot of times. When you grow up, when you got parents that's struggling, sometimes as kids, you got to grow up a lot faster than you supposed to. Right. So
Yes.
we didn't really have a lot of time. Like mama is teaching us how to compartmentalize. Yeah, you hungry, but you got to go to school and learn. You see what I'm saying? Don't go telling those white people what's going on up in this house, or they gonna come get there's
I've
a
been
lot
there.
of things a lot of reasons why when black men grow up, we don't understand what mental health is. And then, but you have to understand how to control your emotions. And that comes with self-awareness.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard because they put you in a sport. You know what I mean? I always tell ladies, if you think men are players, then y'all are coaches.
Dang. Hold on, bro. We going. Let me put the camera on your side. They don't need to see Life Coach Jeff.
Hey,
We need to see
say
no.
that again.
Go ahead.
Hey man, we need an instant replay.
We
I
do.
tell ladies that all the time. If you think a man is a player, then y'all are coaches. And because they
All
get,
right.
they get caught. Look at what men do. First of all, we always talking about man is not in the household. We always talking about man is not present, man is absent, man is
Fact.
this, man is building.
Yeah.
But when these kids grow up and they got mental, you're dating the kids you raise. You're dating. So if you don't like the man pool, who raised these kids?
I see a little bit of accountability in that, sir. I'm gonna put that right there.
That's all I'm saying. Think about it.
Man, what?
They want to
He
take
ain't
credit
lying.
for everything good.
Yeah.
But when everything bad happened, all of a sudden, the man that wasn't there is to fault.
And you know what? You are completely right about this. And this is why I'm agreeing with my man.
No filter.
Because I'm agreeing with my man because if that man is absent from the household, that was kind of your responsibility to make sure he was either you were either telling him right or you made sure he was around other men that could help him through these different things,
Yeah.
challenges
Yeah.
that you can with. My mother always would say, she'd be like, Jeff, I had to be mother and father. I said, no. I said, hold on, mama. I love you to death. But you was just a mother to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were men around me that showed me how that they could be a father figure to me
Yeah.
and guide me and put me on a path and road to success as a man.
This is not to attack the ladies.
Not to attack
but
them.
Yeah.
whatever percentage of dad or man you think you play, you lose that percentage of mother or woman. You only get 100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
Think you gonna play my 20%, you lose your 20%.
Exactly.
So you know what I mean? You fall short.
Yeah.
That's why you don't need to be trying to play me. I don't need to be trying to play you. We need to find a way to try to play together.
That was gonna be
it.
my key point. You know what's crazy? I actually got like if you look at my comments when I talked about how my dad was telling me about child support, and he said if you find a woman that you love and you have babies with them, stay. Right?
Yeah.
Certain people, they take their own situation and what they're going through in their mind, right? And they'll listen to a message and they'll put their situation on the message.
Yep. There it is.
Hey, that's not like
All
so
day,
some
every
people
day.
sitting there, they was like, so you saying if you in a bad relationship and they got this BS that you that's not what I said. That's not what my daddy said. That's what you saying.
Exactly.
Raise the question.
They
They rephrased the question.
Yeah.
You know-
we have to take the message as the message. Right? What did like when people say like I say what I mean and I mean what I say.
Ooh, say that.
It ain't no gray areas. Don't try to mix it, remix it. When it comes to mental health, for black men,
Yeah.
a lot of the times we are scared to share. And sometimes we're scared to share with our woman.
You want to know why that is though? It's that rejection.
I think it's the woman's emotional intelligence.
Oh, that's that. Yeah, that too.
Because if a man is coming to you and I am showing vulnerability and weakness and I'm sharing something with you, but a lot of women don't when they mad, and I ain't attacking the ladies either because there's some women who don't do that.
Speak
But
the truth.
No filter.
but no filter.
No
No
filter.
filter.
There are a lot of
If you feel attacked, you shoot.
yeah, you hear something hitting you.
Log
yeah,
off.
Feel
Yeah.
attacked, you shoot.
And come back later after you stop.
Yeah.
This is yours.
But like what it comes to is like there's a lot of men who will be vulnerable with their lady and they'll say, hey, I'm struggling with this. It's weighing on my mind, my heart, and my soul. And they'll share it. When that woman hear that, it'll come up in an argument.
Yeah, well.
Well, you the one who da. And it's like, man, I shared that with you. You're not supposed to use that against me. Yeah. So now what they do is they as black men, we've been fighting for so long. Now,
What we
since
doing?
people manipulated us, we got armor on our brain. Since our feelings got hurt,
Hey.
we got an armor around our heart. You know what
Hey.
I'm
$1
saying?
million last week, people.
Hey.
Listen.
Hey.
So now black men, we walking around with armor, bro.
Yeah.
Armor, everything, because I got to protect myself mentally.
Facts.
Mentally, because if I let people hurt my feelings and I got people hurting my emotions and I got people playing with my mind, everything gonna unravel.
Can I
right?
validate what this man is saying?
Yes, we
I'm gonna
can.
be
Yes,
honest with
we
you,
can.
because that is why I do not share a lot. Three brothers, no filter. This is why, baby, I don't share a lot with you. Because
Oh,
there are
man.
times when you do have to put on that armor.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, before you heard it from your wife,
Yeah.
you heard it from somebody else
Yeah,
first.
it was either your mama, your friends, your family,
And
you know.
and that's what I'm going back to next,
Mm-hmm.
because there was a catalyst for this. And 9 times out of 10, we going back home, because I heard that from my mother.
Yeah,
So that's why it was very hard. The fellas, I don't mind opening up to the fellas. Sometimes we can have some disagreements and all that stuff. We
Mm-hmm.
can agree, disagree. Who knows? Somebody might fuss and fight, do all that stuff, but we can walk away from that.
Yeah.
Right? We going to
As
walk
we
away because
should.
we men, as
Yeah.
we should.
Yes, we should.
But when it comes to that other portion of saying, okay, opening up to your woman or the one that you close with, sometimes you look for a little extra.
Mm-hmm.
It's something when you bare your soul and on the other side, that person can't give you anything. That's tough.
Hey, I got this thing called what man says versus what women hear.
Let's talk about it.
Different thing. But I also want to say this. If you was driving a car, I wanted to make sure you was driving the car and I was hiring you.
Yeah.
What would you need to drive a car? Driver's license.
Mhm.
How would you prove to me you got your driver's license?
yeah, ID, right?
Yeah,
You would show me your ID. You would show
Yep.
me the proof of your credentials, right?
Mhm.
If you wanted to be a nurse and I needed you to be a nurse, what you need to show? Your nursing degree, right?
Exactly.
And
Yep.
it goes on like this forever.
Yeah.
But if you need to be in a relationship with somebody, what do you show?
I
You
don't
got
know.
to show the relations that you had, or whatever. I don't know.
You didn't read the book.
Yeah,
You didn't
That's
go to
true.
therapy.
Yeah.
You didn't go. We do no training to get in relations. We train
Yeah.
for everything else. We train
Yeah.
to drive a car. We train
Yep.
to get a job. We go get our diplomas.
Yeah.
We go
Yeah.
get degrees. We go get everything. But when it comes to a relationship, we just freestyle that thing.
Yeah.
We just get in a relationship. Our relationships are not failing. You getting out of a relationship what you putting in it. And
Yeah.
if you don't know how to properly, God gives you the ingredients. God don't give you the whole thing. You got to learn how to
Exactly.
put that thing together. So if you
Facts.
ask God for a cake on Monday and he sent you eggs, and you're like, no, God, I asked for a cake. And then on Tuesday,
Yeah.
he sent you milk. You're like, no, God, I asked for a cake. And then on Wednesday, he sent you
Yeah.
sugar. You mad at God, but God's sending you the ingredients.
sent you
But
the-
because you don't know the ingredients, you don't realize he's giving you the cake.
Oh,
so when
please.
it comes to a relationship, y'all don't nobody know what goes in it.
Man.
You gotta work
Oh,
it out.
Lord.
He exploded.
Oh, Lord.
He went got the fan.
He let the people know. Let them know. Where the AC at? Where it at? Fire. And,
Whoa.
and you right, bro.
Whoa.
And you right, bro,
Yeah.
because when you look at all this, it's crazy, because I was married before. And when I was married before, it was only for 3 years, but I was with her for 10. But I was learning. I was in the relationship and in the marriage to learn, so that I can learn from my mistakes and apply. It wasn't just for show. A lot of these people, they want to go on Instagram, say, relationship goals and all that. It wasn't about that.
Yeah.
It was about real life for me, because once you done with the Instagram, once you done with the pictures and all that other stuff like that, the glitz and the glamour, the newness of life out of the relationship, now, as I told my wife this, everything I'm telling y'all is everything I've told my wife already. It's now time to put in the work. And the work part of it, that's when you're going to want to cut somebody out.
Yeah.
That's when you're going to want to get in an argument. That's when you're going to have to learn how to agree to disagree. So now y'all can actually work together and build something.
You know,
Hey.
I know you cooking. I know you got the
You
grease.
just did $1 million.
Listen,
This Mr. 1 million right here. This Mr. 1 million last week with the view. Let him talk. Going viral.
man, I'm telling you, bro. When it comes to like mental health, and since we're on the topic of relationships as well, a lot of relationships fail because both people aren't doing the self work. Right. So like,
Come on,
look,
bruh.
Look. I'm. Bro.
Come on, man.
Hey, man.
Come on, man. Love. It's love right here. This brother, he telling the truth.
Listen, I'm being straight up. My marriage, man, forget the marriage. My relationship almost failed because I didn't do the self work.
Okay. Yeah.
I met my wife in high school. My wife, she is really emotionally intelligent. She understands empathy and the emotional side of being in a relationship. I was in my war stage. So like she was able to comfort me, but I wasn't able to comfort her. I still suck at it. She be saying stuff to me and be like, man, she'd pour her heart out. And I'll be like, man, I'm sorry. What can I do to help you out?
Well, can I say something?
Go ahead, bro.
Because I want to say it right now before I forget it. We keep saying emotionally intelligent. I'm here to tell you everybody is emotionally intelligent.
Can you break it down?
Because you are
Yeah.
aware of your emotions.
And
And you choose to do what you did. So when it comes down to saying he's not not emotionally intelligent. Yes, he is. Yes, she is. Because you just got to be aware
Well,
of your emotions.
can I say, I'm gonna get some pushback. I believe a lot of people are emotionally intelligent.
Yes.
I believe a lot of people aren't emotionally aware.
But that's what I'm gonna tell you this though.
oh,
But
go
that's
ahead.
that's what they try to do. Man. See, we live in a world where people love phrases. They love things to build off of something because it sounds good.
Yeah,
The
straight.
thing-
That's true.
I've been calling it emotional. Before emotional intelligence, there was such thing as emotional awareness. That's what they were calling
Because
it.
God,
And
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
God gave you everything
and everything
you need.
exactly.
So your emotional, the word intelligent
Yeah.
fools people.
It does.
The most intelligent you need to be is common. You just gotta have common
Hey.
sense.
Yeah.
You don't need all that.
You don't
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's
Experience.
because you start hiding behind you start hiding behind the words, and now you can't be authentic.
Well, I get it's what y'all referring to is called euphemism, right? Like it's real. It's taking one word and then making it sound a lot better to hide what it really is. Like one time I went to a car dealership, and this dude didn't want to call himself a car salesman, so he called himself an automobile ambassador.
Boom.
What the heck is that?
Car sales.
You a car salesman.
He's a car
so
salesman.
I get what you say. It's the euphemism, but there are some people out here like myself that honestly was not emotionally aware because we're creatures of habit.
that you
Yeah.
practice.
But when I did become aware, now it's my job to practice. Like I struggle with anger, right?
Yeah.
So I know one time I went to anger management. And I'm sitting in there, and I'm like, man, my anger management teacher making me angry because she ain't getting to the point. So
That was the whole point.
I logged off. Yeah,
To manage the
I
anger.
logged off, right?
Guess what though?
Yeah.
That was your emotional intelligence.
Right.
But emotional intelligence look different for every person.
It does.
And it does,
And
yeah.
I'm saying, like, so now I know, like, if me and my wife we get into it, man, if I hit that 6, I walk off and I ain't gonna talk to you for like about an hour. You know what I mean? Because I'm aware now. Well, before I'm gonna explode, be like, man, I'm tired of this, whoop, 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 right?
He was just lashing out.
Yeah. And so it's like certain people, man, sometimes they honestly aren't aware. But that don't give you the excuse of ignorance.
It doesn't.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, because there is emotional intelligence, you got
I agree
emotional
with you on
ignorance.
that. I agree
Right?
with
Like
you.
if you 40 or 50 or 60 years old and you don't know how to control your emotions, you ignorant. And that's not an excuse. You've been around long enough. There's a lot of people right now where if they get, these people, because you got people who get angry and they lash out.
Yeah.
Right? You get people, somebody say something to them, next thing you know, they just break it down and don't nobody want to be around you all the time because you cry too much.
Hey, you can
They
be
dump
successful-
all the
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can be successful at not being successful. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you can, that fact that you're ignorant, you can be successful at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes practice too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know how hard it is to wake up and fail every day? You know how hard it is to wake up and not grow every day?
Yo,
Yeah.
facts.
Put it in you.
Right.
It
Facts.
don't grow you ready. You have to
Yeah.
choose not to.
That's
so
true.
that person that's ignorant with intelligence, he knows
Yeah.
he's ignorant and
And
intelligent.
you
Yeah.
know what? I will say this too. That's why whenever I get into an argument with somebody, if I do, and they say, and this is for educational purposes, but I don't know if this might happen to you. You might come across this. If you call me an asshole, I know I was being an asshole.
Yeah.
You don't have, and listen, and the punchback is so crazy because I'll look you dead in the face and tell you that's exactly who I was and what I was being, and I said it with the intent to hurt you. So now you telling me that, and you thinking I don't recognize it, you think that's hurting me. No, it don't hurt me because you know what? I'm able to recognize something, but I
Yeah.
know I have to change it. Just because you happen to catch the asshole of this day, You didn't see what I did the other 364 days not to become that person to snap on you.
Right.
You don't know how much I had to take from other people and say, you know what, people are just being people. You know what, I'm gonna let this person lash out because I know the day that they had. So I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So when it comes to like black men and mental health, I like to give structure or like steps.
You are a structured and step guy.
Yeah, because when something I don't understand, I need some steps to follow. And then once I understand those steps, I got it. Right? Like with my wife, I was like, hey man, if you sad, how do I make you feel better? What's the first step? She said the first thing you can do is give me a hug. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Right? What are some steps that black men can take to start working on their mental health?
Well, the first thing I think is telling a black man or a man, period, to work on his mental health is a heavy load to carry.
Right.
Because first thing we got to do is create spaces.
Yes.
We have to create rooms where healing and growth and unpacking this emotion even feel possible.
Yeah.
And that starts with making sure that awareness is there, making sure that representation is there.
Yeah.
He
That's
has
true.
to see people. That's why people hang out with. I said this the other day. Hurt people hang out with people that's hurt a little bit more than them, so they can feel a little healed. And if they,
Hey, bro. Hey, he ain't lying. That's an amen moment right there.
Whoa.
it's true.
Man, could you say that again?
Come on, brother.
Whoa, hey, that's crazy. Run it back.
Hurt people hang around people that's hurt a little bit more. I mean, hurt people hang around people that's hurt a little more, so they can feel healed.
Yep.
So when we talking about black men going into these rooms, they have to see people like them. We can't pack that room up with a bunch of suits and ties.
Oh yes. Now see, this leads to the point. This is why
Oh, that's so
I'm
cold.
so glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because this is why I told my man. Remember what I just told y'all before we came on the show? How I'm not just a life coach for the people, but I'm a life coach for the artists too in this sector.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of artists that come from a different way of life. They all know that I was born and raised on the other side of town.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been some people with the peak in the air. It might have been some white people speaking proper and all this other stuff. Brother might be a little bougie on my end too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the reason why they gravitate towards me because I'm not looking at you like I don't know you or I don't have to not know who you are because we all are relatable through our own emotions. The experiences are different, but we all bleed the same way. We all feel the anger, hate, hurt, pain. We all feel that the same way.
Yeah.
All you got to do is talk about it. All you got.
Yes.
That's why when you talk about giving up the safe space, I do feel I'm with you on that. That's the first step to all of that.
But we have to give the addresses have to be closer.
Well, I'm gonna say this, bro.
But did you get what that meant though?
Oh, go ahead, cook.
Yeah, go
cook. Let me.
Address need to be closer. Do y'all get that?
I thought you just meant people got to be closer to people.
That's what I thought he meant too.
yeah.
Like 53, 41, 52, 31.
Yeah.
I mean, if a man is suffering and he's from Gary, Indiana, you can't make that man drive to Joseph or make that man drive 2-3 hours to go see a counselor. We have to put these things in their communities so they not only he can walk there if he can't drive. We have to make it accessible for the people out there because when you're thinking about getting that type of treatment, it ain't in the hood. It ain't the people that need most help, it ain't around them.
Right.
That's
It's
true.
somewhere where they gonna get pulled over. They can't even drive. My license might be messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't
Fact,
even-
exactly.
Ain't
The
no
place
money.
are dirty.
They gambling just going out there.
Exactly.
Ain't no buses
Yeah.
that way. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I hate to say this, they didn't want us to be happy.
Well, that's also a part of this black man mental health thing, man. I honestly believe that. Now you got people who will blame the system for everything, will not blame themselves. We're not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who actually want help, but the help ain't out there for them. And I think it's because
Exactly.
certain things are put in place for us to fail.
Oh, they are.
You see what I'm saying? Like how come there's not a lot of counselors in the hood? You're gonna see a Popeyes, McDonald's, drugstore,
Facts, exactly.
all that stuff, liquor stores, man. Because to them, their way of handling mental health is suppressing it. They got to get drunk.
go.
They got to get high.
Exactly.
But this is why I never believed in doing drugs or drinking or smoking any of that to handle my problems, bro. To me, that is a weak thing to do.
I was weak before. because I indulge.
You better tell him.
Yeah.
you know,
Hey, but
I
he
know.
telling it. You know, he telling the
But you know
truth.
what I learned?
Yeah.
What I learned from, you know what I mean, white no behavior. I learned from, you know, when we was in the street back in the days, drinking was it was like life.
Right.
You know, hey
Right.
man, we finna go out to the club. Get a drink. Hey, we finna play some cards. Get
Right.
a drink. We finna go get up with the girls.
Get a drink.
We
Yeah.
had to- get a drink.
Exactly.
Start making a song.
Get a drink.
Yeah.
You got a song right now. Hey, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like you said, they knew it's not about the system
Mm-hmm.
because at one point you're a product of your community.
Yeah.
Your
Product of
environment.
Yeah.
But at one point that ends.
So, but I'm the thing that's crazy is because even though in our environments as black men, we got to do a lot of fighting because the one thing is like if you know the system is against you to succeed, why play into that? Why be a victim of it? Because as a man, we got to perform anyway.
Well, a lot of times people don't know how to get out of that. A lot of times people don't know where to go.
Yeah,
which is
I
why
understand that.
I like this platform that we're doing because this is an outlet and a segue for that.
And when it comes to the addresses, I want to say this before I forget. The way that I started working on my mental health, and I didn't even know I was working on my mental health. I didn't have people around. If you're afraid to share with people or talk to people, then some people will be like, well, who do I help? Who do I go to help me with my mental health? Yourself. How do you do that? Start writing stuff down. Like what's crazy, bro? I talk to myself on paper.
Yeah.
Like I would journal in the morning and I would get things off my mind through writing it down. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes it don't even have to be a full page. Like, man, yesterday I wrote down, man, I'm so glad that I am where I am right now. I'm not happy with where I am because I want more, but I'm happy that I'm not where I was.
You know, there's a biblical concept to exactly what you just said, but not the writing down part.
Okay.
The Bible says to confess the sins among the brethren that you might be healed. So there's power in sharing with other people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why this is the reason why I'm so open every time I do something, and I don't care about who what people think about my life experience.
Yeah.
I'll be on Rejoice 102.3 telling people I smoke and I drink. Because
Yeah,
I
straight
don't
up.
care about what you have to
think
say
that
about it.
episode.
Yes, you saw that. Because it's because at the end of the day, what I choose to do in my recreational time, this is you gonna get this Jeff about 99.9% of the time. This is who you gonna get.
Yeah.
It don't matter it don't matter if I smoke, it don't matter if I drink, because the Bible says not to be given too much. Another biblical principle, so I don't intake too much of anything that will impair me.
It don't affect your performance.
And it doesn't affect my performance. So see, when you follow, like you said, the ingredients are there. God gives us the ingredients. We have to take that and we have to know how to apply it. So those two things that was said, when it says to confess the sins among the brethren, you have no choice but to heal, because now what you did was you sat in front of somebody, you put it out there. It didn't have to be 20, 30 people. It was just the one person you got it out with. And now you're able to have dialogue. Now
Yeah.
somebody's able to help you.
And you gotta
Yeah.
talk to the
You know,
right person.
And
That's
you
true.
do.
That's
You
true.
do.
Yeah.
You gotta talk
Yeah.
to people that can, break it down for you, because God gives you your lessons backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He always gives it back.
Yeah.
Always.
But if you're not sitting with people that can break that down for you, and you only go around hurt people,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? At a point in time, that's a decision.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's a personal decision.
Yeah.
And that's who you want to be.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't
And y'all
play-
gotta understand this too. You're not always gonna hit it 100% of the time. Vent
Right.
to the person you're supposed to. What I admire people more when they just say it,
Yeah.
because I don't need nothing back from you. If you can sit in front of me and you don't have nothing to give me, I'm okay with that. At least you know.
Yeah.
I don't care how
Yeah.
you're gonna use it. I don't care I don't care. It's people that don't like me just because I'm so open about everything.
Right.
In those
You know.
marriages, people, because they was talking about that, and I just want to let y'all know, the marriage is supposed to fail, because it's a perfect institution for, our Father, done by two imperfect people. The reason why it's supposed to fail with you guys, because y'all was imperfect from the start. God
Exactly.
has to be the center.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's going to hold that marriage together.
That's it.
Nothing else. You have to do the work, and you have to trust His word, and you have to walk that
Yeah.
walk. So I hear a lot of people like, man, my marriage failed. What was God at? What did y'all follow if you follow the book, it told you it was gonna happen. That's why read the sickness and health,
Yeah.
the rich or poor.
Yeah.
He gave you the layout. He told you what was gonna happen.
That's true.
And then as soon as it happened, y'all was like, wait, hold up.
I was lied to. This is supposed to be perfect. You a perfect guy.
Yeah.
This is not
Exactly.
working
But
out.
that also goes back to my thing of like both people got to do the self work, bro.
They got to
Like,
follow the rules.
Oh, yeah, they gotta follow
like,
the rules.
like because you can't have one person working on themselves and working on their mental health, and then you're not working on it because it ain't gonna mesh. It ain't gonna mesh well.
That's why we got
And
to
it's-
start dating. We have to start dating with intentions.
True.
Yeah.
We have to. First of all, we got too many people that got
Yeah.
married. It's too much marriage in relationships. A lot of people don't realize that relationship was sort of like a preliminary interview. It wasn't supposed to be the end all be all.
Yeah.
People are meeting and expecting loyalty the first week. Guys are paying rent the first 30 days. We're not getting to know each other. We're getting to know each other's attributes. We're getting to know each other's what
That's
you
true.
do for me. We're not getting to know the man behind the myth.
Right.
We're not getting ready to know the lady behind the body. We met her body. We met her sexuality. She met my ability to provide. And we put those things together. And then 3 years later, we looked at each other because we was complete strangers. Because we never figured out if we was equally yoked.
Yeah.
Most
You know
people
what?
don't even
Yeah.
know what equally yoked is.
Exactly. And you know, when you talk about doing the work and everything, two people having to do the work, it's best to know. I always tell people, you got to know who you are. You should never enter into any relationship
Yeah.
without knowing who you are. The reason, go ahead.
Could you explain to people
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
the work, like how are they supposed to know who they are?
What you have to do is,
I love the fact he
I'ma
raised
look
his
right
hand.
I'm glad you said that. Yes, sir. Because I was going to do that. But my man, he put it out there for y'all. So listen, what I mean by you have to know who you are is that you hear people say, know thyself. You have to be open and honest with your good, your bad,
Yes, sir.
and your ugly.
Yes, sir.
Once you get comfortable with that first, then you at the point where I'm like, okay, now these are some of these are attributes that I'm gonna keep.
Yeah.
Some of these are attributes that I might have to change and shift because if I'm gonna invite somebody else into my life or into my world, I can't be this closed off. I can't have this attitude. I
Yeah.
can't be this way. I can't be
Yeah.
that way. Or some of these things will only come about if you have a spouse or another person involved. You have to be able to recognize those things.
Yeah.
Because I noticed in my first marriage, what I noticed was when she started to depart, it was things that I was looking at, and I was willing to change. I was willing to say, okay, Jeff, let's put in the work. Let's do it because I know I'm not going to be liked.
Yeah.
You have to know and understand whenever you start to change and you expect that out of the other person that you with, they are not going to like you.
No,
They are
that's
not
true.
going to like you at all.
Yeah.
Man,
Go ahead, brother.
Whoa.
I got this
You
thing
cooking?
called you have to do your inventory. You have to do at the end of the day, or the end of, you have to the same way we treat life, we have to start treating our relationships.
Come on.
Our kids get a progress report.
Yep.
We have to renew our license. We have to renew our license plate sticker. We have to renew this. We have to renew that. And we get into these relationships and people don't renew their license.
Yeah.
They don't do progress reports. They don't check on themselves every 3 to 6 months and say, you know what, let's
No.
do this inventory. What was working? What's not working? What have I ran out?
Exactly.
What have I overused?
Yeah.
What's not there anymore?
Yeah.
They don't restore,
Yeah.
they don't restock. I didn't
Yeah.
overuse grace. I didn't you know what I mean? I didn't
Yeah.
overuse the you get what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
you have to do your inventory. If you're in a relationship right now and you want it to work, take it serious.
That's true.
And every 3 to 6 months, do an inventory check on each other. Do a progress report on each other. And
Yeah.
make sure you check you before
Yeah.
you do any. If you want the man to be better, ladies, or man, you want the lady to be better, you got to be better.
Man, you ain't like
That's true.
okay. Let's talk about this. Like because when it comes to black men's mental health, we don't really have a support system for that.
No, we don't.
You have a support. I call it like the support system chain of command.
Go ahead, expound upon
Right.
that, Selah.
So look-
Talk about it.
The hierarchy of how it's supposed to happen. You really supposed to get that support from your lady first. I sleep next to you. I break bread with you. You see what I'm saying? You in my house. I'm supposed to get that support from you first. What start to happen is they don't get that support from their lady, so then they start going over their friend's house, and they start to get it from their boys. Right now the woman it's like, oh, you always gone. You know, why you always want to share this with your friends? Because one, people will say go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it.
Come on.
But also go where you're supported, not where you deported.
Hey. Whoa.
You sound
Whoa.
You sound
This man, whoa. It's the St. Louis Brooks show.
Come on, bro. Like straight up.
He ain't lying. He is not lying. Oh my God.
Because you ever feel like, man, you come home, I'm like, dang, man, like I would like to go home, but I can't because the problems I'm dealing with, I can't go to my lady and deal with this in my house. So you start looking for other places to feel accepted and feel safe to share. You see what I'm saying? And so like you need to really lock in with yourself, but then also find somebody. I thank God that I have a woman that God blessed me with where I can, because I always wear the armor. You see what I'm saying? I'm that's my biggest downfall is that I'm always, we talked about it, I always got the armor ready for war. I talked about this on your show when I came last time. Man, me and my wife, we're gonna be together for 9 years, married for 3, but together for 9.
Shout out to
wifey.
years.
Yeah, straight
Shout out
up.
to 9 years.
Man, last year, bro, I felt like my wife was she knew something was changing in me. She kept trying to love me harder. But since I was so emotionally isolated, I wasn't giving her that love back.
Yeah.
When we had a conversation, bro, I broke down crying in front of my wife. I'm talking about for like 3 hours, getting everything up off me.
Yeah.
And then we got so much closer, man. We like things is going better now. And I want to tell, like, for black men out here that's struggling with mental health, right? Man, this year is a year for peace. This is a year for healing.
dog.
This is your
Yes,
year
sir.
for crying. Like, this is your year for loved and allowing yourself to be loved. Because guess what, bro? Like, yeah, I understand that you've been wearing that armor around your heart, around your soul, your feelings, your emotion, your mind. You've been prepared for battle and been ready to fight. But right now, it's the time to put the battle armor down, bro. And you got to heal from your battle wounds. That's the thing, man. When you start getting cut up and you got those battle wounds, guess what? If you don't tend to them, they get infected. You feel me? And this is what's going on, man.
Too many black men are hiding their pain until it's too late.
Yep.
I don't want to say this, but we have to go there. Silence is not strength. It's tragedy waiting to happen. And this is where those suicide numbers are going too high.
Yeah.
Because once a man can't go in his house and release and unreveal his armor and see his kids light up and see his wife pour into him, he died.
Yeah.
There's too many people in this world that die at 35 but didn't get buried till they was 62.
That's so cold, man. Man, talk to him. Elaborate on that, bro. You got man.
I hope they hear me out there. That's too many people that die at 35 but get buried at 62. You've been walking dead for the longest.
Yep.
Because you fell into the entertainment. And what I mean by that, when I see guys, think about a guy as soon as he meet a girl. It's all entertainment.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna take her.
Yeah.
How much is?
Yeah.
He trying to please her so bad he get caught in the entertainment. He get caught in the game. He never even introduced himself. And then he started on the third leg. Because he had to, first of all, fight the ex. You know what I mean? All the trauma from an ex. He had to prove to her that he was good enough to take her and her kids in. He had to, he on the third leg. Now he got to prove to he ain't a liar. I'm not like them. And after all this proving, then I got to prove to you I can provide. I got to prove to you that I got my head together. I got to prove to you that my mental health is I got to have it. Because if you see the real me, you probably wouldn't even give me the date. So when I told you, if men are players, women are coaches, imagine a man really, really desiring a woman. But he know if I introduce her to me, he already feel like he ain't enough.
See, but I think that's part of the problem, bro. Too many people run around here with their representative.
Because the thing is, I ain't got to prove nothing to you.
Yeah.
You either gonna want me or you
don't.
ain't.
When you life coach Jeff, or you say Ly Brooks and you just did $1 million last week, you can say those type of things.
Yeah, but I was like this when I was sleeping in my car.
Yeah, dog. It's because the thing
It's
is,
probably in you.
and this
Well,
is, but this is why I tell people. But this is why I
That's
tell
true.
people.
That is true.
But the thing is, there were things that I knew that weren't in me when I was at the age of 2021.
Hey,
Anger, animosity towards my mom and all this other stuff. One day I was sitting down and I said, Jeff, if you don't get this shit together, you ain't gonna be good for nobody. And I had to come to that, but I had to. But see, I believe it's in everybody, but see, you got to understand this too about me. I also had a background, a church background of me understanding God, and I took that to a different level. Because again, when we talk about these principles, these are just small keys to life. These are keys that apply in ways that they don't have to be spiritual. You just have to follow them, and then the spiritual just falls in line. Like, go ahead.
Take a kid that don't have that background. That father probably was not present. She didn't put no more strong presence in him. He was born out there. He got into the streets somehow, some way, because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
He started just willy-nilly copycatting anything he saw. He never got no substance. He started smoking because they were smoking. He just followed everything he seen. And now he's a grown male, because I can't say a man,
Yeah.
because he just aged out. And he's wandering around trying to figure it out, but he's not around people that's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And now he done met this woman that he's feeling different now, because he never felt this way, because he been in the hood his whole life. He don't even think she's a lawyer.
Yeah.
I'm used to messing with.
Yeah.
She own her home. She ain't on Section 8. Oh man, I got Section 8 game.
You either want me or you
He
don't.
said he got the Section 8 game.
Section 8 gang.
You know Section 8 gang. I got moved in. I just
Hey, let's get them.
I'm gonna put some in your crib.
Me and you
Exactly.
get them food stamps. Now we got more food
I'm gonna
stamps.
pay your bills. It's only $13 a month, but I'm gonna pay all your bills.
Exactly.
I'm like, thank you, Daddy.
Yeah.
But now you
Yeah.
know this lawyer or this nurse,
Yeah.
and they speak different. They own
Yeah.
the property,
Yeah.
got they stuff together.
Right.
And guess what you do? You really want that. So guess what? You've been pretending your whole life. Remember we talked about faking it till you make it?
Yeah.
This is why faking it till you make it ain't good. Because now you finna fake it again.
Yeah.
Because it's in your system. That's where you go to.
You know what?
Talk about it.
This section of mental health. This part is the confidence. I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you what, bro. Like I get exactly what you're saying. My situation was that, but kind of like on a junior varsity level. Like, so my wife, she know 3 languages: English, Spanish, sign language. She was yeah, straight up. Yeah, so she
My man said, "Oh, hey, hold on. I gotta where the camera at? Hey, my man just said, "Hola." He threw up a couple gang signs in that bad boy. That's my sign language. I'm sorry.
3 brothers, no filter, no gang relations.
Exactly, no gang relation at all. None.
Definitely.
Hey,
That was hilarious.
so she was out of my league. Because she was a good kid, in school, and she had a lot going for herself. I was a troublemaker. I had no money. I was put out, sleeping in my car, and I was like, "Dang, man, this ain't gonna work."
Not gonna work.
But this is what I did know. I might not have had all the accolades and stuff. I wouldn't at my woman level intellectually or accomplishment wise, all that kind of stuff. But what I did know was I loved her. And this is why I say, if you love somebody, you should change.
Was she a good woman?
Yeah.
She a good woman.
Yeah.
Now we talking about a good woman versus these.
This is very interesting now.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I understood. Yeah.
You say you was broke?
Yes.
You know how many only people that I know get unconditional love are animals, babies, and women. Most men are only loved based off the condition of what they can provide.
That's true.
They can produce.
That's why I'm blessed.
And
That's why I'm blessed.
Give me some, big dog. I'm with you.
There's not a lot of people that have been in my situation and their wife say, "Look, sleeping." I'm talking about she coming to my car. I used to call my driver's seat. That's my living room.
Yeah. Okay.
No, my driver's seat was my bedroom. The passenger seat was my living room. Man, that was the trunk.
That was the trunk. My man was cooking out the trunk.
It was a 06 Chrysler, 06 Chevy Trailblazer.
Using the exhaust to keep everything hot.
Man, no, it couldn't start. I couldn't start my car. Yeah, it was broke down.
My man, the struggle was
that's
struggle.
why you married her. Those
Yeah, that's
good
why.
women right
Because
there.
she was there with you.
You know what I mean?
The whole time.
The whole time.
Because
Yeah.
This is why I also say there's a saying, I'll believe it when I see it. Sometimes that means based off the situation and physical things that you can see, I'll believe something. You got to believe it before you see it.
Faith without works is dead.
It's dead.
Faith is a substance of things.
She saw this version of me
Yep.
down there.
There it is.
So, but the point I'm making to you is, bro, like, what I don't care if you somebody thugging on the block. If you want to go date a lawyer, that mean that you got more work to do.
Yes.
You got to do the work. So like what I started to do is I started learning Spanish. Man, I know like 5, 6, 7, 8 Spanish songs completely. Like I sing it, you might think I'm fluent. I started like upping my game to meet her at where she was. And some people would be like, man, I ain't doing that. Well, that's why you stuck with the Section 8. People like if you want to get on somebody's level, you start to make changes, and these ain't bad changes. How is me learning more languages bad changes? How is me
That's true.
and grow like doing personal development more changes? Because I was like, you know what? If she can love me, she got things going for herself, and if she love me, I'm okay with that because I'm gonna do the work to prove her right.
It goes back to that inventory.
Yeah,
It goes back to that thing when I said, you know what I mean, you got to follow the route because it's just like at work. When you run a promotion, what you got to do?
you got to put in more work.
You got to put in more
Yeah,
work.
you got to learn some different things. Go learn some different what do they call it? Some different what do they call it? Departments. You got to go to different
departments,
departments.
You
Yeah.
want your CDLs, you got to go take that test.
Yeah.
The same way you would treat your license, the same way you would treet your job. the same-
Exactly.
That's why I keep telling people it's in you.
Yep.
You already doing the steps. In
Greater
every
is he
other
that is in
field.
me.
Except when it comes to men and women. That's when certain men and women they start to think it all supposed to fall together. You got
Yeah.
to do the work.
Yeah.
And the thing is, again, we keep living in this fairy tale world too. And no lie, I told my wife this. I said, baby, the reason why this is hard for you is because you keep living in Disneyland. Because every time, I'm sitting. And I ain't gonna tell y'all. She can validate everything that I'm saying. That's why I can openly have these conversations and not care about what people think. Because my house is my house. You not in my house. Bam. All right. So the thing is this. I looked at my wife and I sat up and told her, I said, the reason why we keep having these issues is because life is not a Disney movie all the time. You are not always going to get your way. Things are not always going to be unicorns and fairy tales and bunnies and all this stuff. No, sometimes when the shit comes, the shit comes.
Yeah.
And when it comes, you got to know how to deal with the shit.
Well,
I'm about to do a Selah now.
Go ahead.
I got 5 steps. If you're listening, I'm going to give you step 1 right now. If you
give
wanna
the
help
steps,
a
big
We
brother
got
out
15 minutes.
give him the step, big bro.
Step number 1 is you got to learn how to listen without judgment.
Ooh. Come on.
Yep.
Can I get a hand? Thank you. God bless you, sir.
You got to listen without judgment. You got to let him speak without interruption.
Ooh.
Without immediately.
Hey, we might have to switch the chairs, Jeff.
You have to let him speak without interruption.
Hold on. What's this? He didn't left.
I'm giving you step
What's
1.
his main camera? What the heck?
I'm giving you step 1.
Oh man.
Listen, let him speak without interrupting him.
Yeah.
Do not take what he say as offense to you. If I
done left
tell
again.
you I'm struggling with something and you take that and make you the target, then you're not listening to me. And
You're
therefore,
playing the victim.
Yep. And therefore nothing gets accomplished. Step number 2.
Come on, bro.
Ladies, this is a big one for you for our black men and other black men as well. We have to normalize vulnerability.
Yes.
Yes.
You have to normalize.
Yes, sir.
You have to encourage him to open up.
Come on.
Talk about his emotions, struggling. Remind him that he's worthy. Remind him that he's not weak. Remind him that there's work to be done, but you got to be careful how you say it.
Yeah.
You have to talk with care. You have to talk with care. Step number 3, you have to encourage him to seek professional help. You have to, because you don't have the answers. You can't help him because he can't identify with you. You're a woman. You know what I mean? And if you have to, encourage him to go see somebody black. See a black therapist, you don't want to sit in the white room. Go find this. Go find him a pastor. Go find him a life coach. Go find. Guess what? Therapist is not the only person that's qualified to help him.
Very true.
But find him some help. If you his partner and you want to see him grow, you want to see him heal. And sometimes you can't be a part of his healing. You got to be there while he's doing it. Step number 4.
Promote yourself. Promote yourself.
Throw it out there.
Step number 4.
Let's get it. Number 4. Yes, sir.
Check your own energy first. Check your own. You got to be patient. You got to be calm. You got to be consistent.
Yes.
You have to control your emotional outbursts.
Yeah.
You have to be present. You have to not be criticizing him or criticizing him. Do not shut down on him. You got to be very careful when you're dealing with somebody that you think may be suffering from a mental crisis, because this can go left really quick. That's step number 4. And where we at? Number 5?
This is number 5. Yeah. Number 5. Yeah.
Goes without saying. Create a safe space.
Yeah.
Make sure the space that he's entering is safe. Make sure you light a candle. Make sure you sage the room. Make sure you get ready. Just like if you was going out with your girl.
Yep.
You know, you gotta get ready for the night.
Yeah.
Y'all get ready. Guys, same thing. This ain't just about the ladies. Guys, we have to do these same steps with our brothers. We have to stop leaving it on the ladies. If the ladies won't give it to them,
That's it.
then your friend should be giving it to you.
Yeah.
They should be telling
Yeah.
you to leave your lady. They should be telling you know what, we ain't gonna help you. So maybe if you go back
Exactly.
home healed, maybe she needs some help too.
Right.
Women
Exactly.
suffer
Right.
from mental, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As well. So if a woman is suffering and a man is suffering, these steps don't
Yeah.
apply to you.
And you know, for all this, the first thing that has to occur is you have to shift your mindset about all of this.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times what we want to do is we want to take our old way of thinking into something new. And the reason why we struggle with those 5 steps is because we want to keep holding on and we think that's going to work.
Yeah.
When it's proven time and time again, the reason why you keep revisiting these same conversations and feeling uncomfortable every time you go down this road is because you haven't tried to switch what you thinking in here so that way you can have that outward change.
You ready for this though?
Talk to me.
When you're creating that safe space, lady and man, don't make the activities that a man, when you see a man struggling or a woman struggling, y'all shouldn't be at Roof Crest eating. Y'all shouldn't be at the movies. Y'all should go somewhere where activities are evolved around growing. Y'all should find something safe
Going to
do,
McDonald's.
but not.
I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry. Go
You
ahead.
get what I'm saying? Go somewhere
Yeah,
do some safe
definitely.
practicing. And
Yeah.
make sure, ladies and men, but this is about man, ladies, but I keep putting y'all in because I don't want y'all to feel attacked. But if you're dealing with a black man, do me a small favor. And this is major. Celebrate every small step.
Yeah.
Because he get criticized every time he mess up, every time he make a mistake, every time he don't remember your birthday, or he don't remember you got a streak in your hair, or he don't remember what this, that, and the third was, and the anniversary, or so much stuff on his mind.
Yeah.
He get criticized, he cheat, he get punished, he get punished. But when he do something good, y'all act like it's just supposed to happen.
Man,
Celebrate
what?
every small step.
Back.
You know why that's huge, bro, is because when it comes to black men's mental health, bro, we have been raised to compartmentalize so much.
Salt.
Man, you know,
yeah, we
hey
have
man,
it.
we got death in the families. We got to compartmentalize and perform anyway. Man, we got fired from our job, but we got to compartmentalize and perform anyway. We got supervisors that's doing all kind of stuff to us to have us fail and get fired. We got to compartmentalize and perform anyway. Then we got to go home and then we get judged by our woman, and then we got to compartmentalize and perform anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So we get so used to compartmentalizing that right now we are emotionally, like, the emotion is off. We not going around and feeling what we supposed to be feeling. We're not in tune with our emotions because we just shut that off. We done turn the water off on that so we can focus. I can't get sad or upset and have somebody throw off my entire day because I got to perform anyway. So when it comes to black men's mental health, bro, we need to have a safe place where we don't have to be so focused on compartmentalizing and holding everything in just to focus. We should be able to come home and say, listen, man, you know, this was tough. Like, you should be able to break down in front of your lady.
Yeah.
And then guess what? She should be able to build you back up. And this is why it's important for, like, we ain't talking about when the males come home. When the men come home, you need to embrace them. They need, because like you said, your wife was thinking everything was Disneyland and fairies and rainbows. To me, I heard you be putting it down with the providing to make a safe place for everybody else. As men, we go out there, we slaying dragons, fighting demons.
Man.
You see what I'm saying?
Man.
To keep the kingdom safe. And then when we come home, we don't have no place to feel safe. You see what I'm saying? We can't get back and then enjoy the safe place that we created for everybody else. We have to have a safe place. So how do we go about creating a safe place? If you can't get it with your lady, like you say, a lot of women, they struggle with this too. Two people who are struggling with mental health, it's hard for them to help each other.
Yeah.
So y'all can go do something together. Like you said, that thing.
One of the reasons why they got together.
Yeah.
They
Exactly.
brokenness dated. They healed, didn't date.
Yeah.
So when one tried to heal and the other don't, they usually think that they outgrew something.
Right.
You didn't outgrow them, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You just decided to heal and you left them on a journey by itself going, we are.
And see, this is why it says, again, the scripture goes back to it. The Bible says to confess the sins among the brethren that they might be healed. You were supposed to talk about your shortcomings with the one that you love. That is mandatory. Because the thing is, how else are they going to see that realness of you? How are they going to get to fall in love with the person you call yourself by name
Yeah.
if they don't even know who you are.
We got to grow parallel.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
people that grow this way. You grow this way, I grow that way. We have to grow together.
You got to grow
Sit
together.
down. That goes to having conversations at the crib. When you if you in the crib with somebody and y'all cellmates, not soulmates. Y'all cellmates, not soulmates. Y'all don't even talk to each other. So that's why you growing this way. You about to go be a whole doctor, but he's not interested because you ain't sit down and talk to him about. He over there trying to start a podcast, but you're not interested. Y'all need to celebrate each other. Y'all together.
Exactly. And that's very key.
Because gas is $6 a gallon. Y'all together. Because you know what it is. You know what I mean? There's a
You got that 3 to help me with, baby.
Straight
You got that other 50%.
How can you identify a black man that might be having a mental health crisis? Easy. He's always tired. And how he worded is, man, be careful when somebody tell you they tired. Tired sometimes don't mean he needs some sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes when a man tell you he tired, he might be tired of not living. He might be tired of just all the stuff that's going on. He just always, he don't have no spark in his eye.
Yeah. Yeah. And man,
He's not
my
even
God.
talking to you the same.
And you know what?
Actually zoomed out.
And that's true. When you do lose that spark, there is because hell, I've been there. When there is a spark that does get lost. Hey, look, if y'all don't gonna know anything about me, I'm gonna tell you about it.
Filter.
I'm gonna tell you about it.
Shout out to Barry's number one.
Come on, because when the spark is there, it's a part of you that's missing. You trying to figure that out as you going on, and you know it has nothing to do with the person, but sometimes you got to realize it has a lot to do with that person.
When the last
That energy. What? Go ahead. When was the last time? What?
last time, no pause, live on the show, you got out the shower and your lady said, "What's that scent? Oh, you smell good, baby."
Shout out to Wifey because she smelt me the other day and she said I smelled amazing. Shout out to Wifey.
Wives, y'all, girlfriends, you got to compliment the man.
Got
I
to.
know men don't want to tell you this because it seems feminine or it seems like like it's just not masculine, but he want to be complimented. I guarantee it. Compliment him. He might act like he ain't here, but do it anyway.
Exactly.
I guarantee it's gonna fill his heart.
You
hard.
you know why it's important to compliment?
Talk to him.
Because like when it comes to black men, it's important to compliment them because compliments leads to confidence. Like
Always.
yeah,
Always.
compliments leads to confidence because a lot of times we got a lot of men out here who aren't confident in themselves, bro. And sometimes that's going to affect the relationship that they got with their lady.
That's true.
But when you compliment your man so much and you in tune with your man, when he leave the house, he in his mind, he that thing. And his performance go up.
And what's the ladies? Because I know a lot of them like, we ain't doing all that. What we gotta do all that for? Because if you build your
Man,
up,
no filter. If that's the way that you thinking, you gonna be by yourself.
Hey,
Have you
your
ever
man about to leave you.
Have you ever seen the ugliest man with the most beautiful woman?
I don't
watch Jeff.
Ain't no such thing as ugly.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just trying. Everybody beautiful.
They be like, man, how he pull her?
How he?
How
There
he
you
get
go.
that?
That's
Yeah,
what I
what
mean.
the heck?
How he pull? Because I didn't
got a
see
bunch of
it.
money.
Because I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And I'm gonna tell you, the life coach Jeff gonna tell you what he believes is really going on in this relationship.
What Biggie say?
Listen. Sometimes when you sit down, humor aside, when you sit down and you talk to these people, you realize that they do have a bond.
Yeah.
You realize that there is true love behind that. I done seen somebody with some messed up teeth, Jesus. And she was bad.
Yeah.
Capital B-A-D, B.A.D. ... Bad. And I asked how, but when I sat down and talked to him, I saw it. I understood it. It made sense. I said, because there's no barriers with that. There's no boundaries. You done let down all your guards. All you wanted was a person just to know you.
I was just finna say them two people actually met each other.
They met it. There it is.
Yeah.
My man. See, and we only have a minute and a half left. And that's how we going to meet the person that you are with. The true person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Three brothers,
No filter.
Black Man Mental Health. This is episode number 3.
Where we find yet?
Where you find me at? Oh man, noble content everywhere. Just search. Hey, look for my picture. Google me.
Google.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I love it,
Google
bro.
me.
It's-
I'm
Oh!
everywhere.
Google me.
Find me on the scene. I'm everywhere.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Google him.
You ain't even gotta search me up. Just go on any of your social networks. I'm popping up eventually.
There it is.
That's confidence.
Go ahead, Sailor. He's being built up at home.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Y'all can find me on Facebook, Selah Brooks, SELAH Brooks, and then Selah Brooks _ on Instagram.
He just did 1 million last week.
$1 million last week.
So look, I
Mr.
just
1 mil.
I want to be clear about it. You know, I didn't have a video that hit 1 million views, but all the videos that I posted last week end up totaling to 1 million views.
1 million is 1 million. It don't matter how you chop it
Let
up.
them know
How you
about
got
your
that.
class, man. Let them know.
Yeah, know about
hell
your class, too.
straight up,
Coming
straight
up,
up,
let
straight
me know.
up. So I'm actually doing a social media content creation class. Well, I'm teaching content creation strategies. So a lot of times when I'm posting content, I'm not just posting to post. There's a strategy behind the post. A lot of this is where I teach people where it's like, you know, people that's consistent on social media, but I'm being consistent. I'm like, bro, but where's your strategy? A lot of people run around, man. They trying to chop down the tree with a butter knife and wonder why it's taking so long.
I love when you say that.
You
I
need
love
an
when you
axe.
say that. Need an axe.
You need an axe.
love
What's the axe? That's the strategy behind it, dog.
That's so much conviction behind it. I love
Yeah,
it.
man.
Chopping down a tree with a butter knife.
I'm being consistent. You putting out videos. You ain't got no strategy
Shout
behind
out
it,
to
dog.
Katrina's Kitchen, man. Shout out to that. That's a new
There you go.
restaurant in Gary, Indiana.
Let's get
Go
it.
Check her out. She's going viral already. Foods are made it. It's soul food if you want to know what type of food it is, and it's made from the soul.
There it is. Made from the soul like grandma used to make it.
Yeah.
And I'm Life Coach Jeff in the building, y'all. Just Google me.
He means it.
SEO.
what do we do?
That's what we-
Because we work on
Search engine optimization.
search engine optimization.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I love saying that. I love saying that every time. It's beautiful. It's power in words.
It is.
And this was episode 3.
Episode
Yeah.
3.
And
Oh,
we-
can we shout out the people who was actually listening and paying attention?
Oh,
man,
yeah,
we
we done
been
forgot about
cooking
the
so
comments.
much, man. We been
Yeah, let's shout them out
If we
before
can
we
get a
leave.
little bit more time for these comments and shout outs, man. It was anybody in there
It
that
was some. It was a lot of people listening and paying attention rather than commenting because
Okay.
they came out, they liked it. You could tell they was tapped in, and I know some of these people personally was tapped in. Rachel L. Gary, shout out to you. Danielle Jemison, Dale Gregg, Luke James, Becky Matea. You know Becky.
I know, baby.
We know Becky.
Becky.
Hey, Becky with the good hair.
Oh, we know.
Shout out Kiana Kalashi in the building. Stephanie's guys, shout out D. Smith Pill, Nina on the gosh. Shout out to all y'all. Thank y'all for listening to Three Brothers No Filter. We will be back again next week
Yeah.
from 6:30 to 7:30.
And man,
Let's
God
get it.
bless you.
God bless y'all, man.
Out.
Three brothers, no filter.
3 brothers don't filter. He just did $1 million last week.
I gotta let them get it out. These my brothers. I gotta let them get it out. Peace out.
And we'll celebrate our brothers who will.